batshit crazy story from Looney Town. Former Louisiana Trooper of the Year pleads guilty to distributing child pornography. Stories from the New York Post. There's also on the thumbnail here. A former cop hailed as Louisiana's Trooper of the Year just 2 years ago has pled guilty to distributing pornography involving children as young as 3 years old, federal prosecutors said. Jason Boyette, a 14-year-old Louisiana State Trooper vet who won Troop L's Trooper of the Year honors in 2018, pled guilty Wednesday to distributing images depicting the sexual exploitation of children, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Eastern District of Louisiana announced. Boyette of Ponchatoula, Louisiana, faces a mandatory minimum of 5 years and up to 20 years behind bars. You also face a lifetime of supervised release and may require to register as a sex offender when he's sentenced in January, prosecutors said. Only 5 years minimum? I mean, 20 years, yeah, maybe. 5 years minimum. That's probably why that Rosenbaum guy was out on the streets after raping that 5-year-old. That's the guy, one of the guys that was killed in the Kyle Rittenhouse case. Although it's not clear as to whether or not Kyle Rittenhouse killed him, because there was another shooter who shot 3 shots. The first shot, it doesn't sound like, okay, they know who shot the first shot. It was some gang member, something Sins gang or something. Doesn't sound like that shot hit anybody. And then Kyle shot 4 shots, and then somebody else shot 3 shots. And then Rosenbaum there was 5 places where they said he got hit. It's like in the head, in the leg, in the groin, in the back. I don't know the specifics of how many gunshots there are. So we're expecting 100% accuracy out of Kyle Rittenhouse. Honestly, the guy seems like he knows his shit with firearms. Could have been all 4 shots came from Rittenhouse, but there was another 3 shots that came from another gunman that they don't know who it was or what side he was on. Although we must assume that it was not, or he was probably on Rittenhouse's side. Court documents show an undercover FBI agent in February was introduced to Boya in a chat room, the instant messaging app known to be used by purveyors of child porn. Boya then provided the undercover agent sexually suggested and explicit photos of minors, including a girl whom Boya said he had custody of. Federal prosecutor. Woo, damn. See, this is one of the biggest problems with these pedo rings. A lot of the times people they get into them either because they started out distributing pornography, or they started raping one of their kids or one of their family members. And that's fundamentally one of the most sick and twisted thing about these people, is like what they're doing to their own family. Like if you go on Pornhub, you see that like some crazy amount of porn on Pornhub is fake incest porn. I personally think that we should ban this fake incest porn. I think it's not like a rated X movie. It's not like a movie with simulated violence. People don't watch a horror movie and they don't want to go out and then go killing people. But when people watch this fake incest porn, there's a certain amount of people that it's probably going to cause them to want to rape one of their family members. That's inciting violence on children. It's, I think that goes beyond freedom of speech. I'm a big fan of free speech. I'm a big fan of the Constitution. I'm a big fan of limited government intervention, but I do believe this is a situation where it's violated the notion of free speech in the sense that it incites violence in the real world. Investigators later executed a search warrant in Boyette's home on February 12th. What was that? 2 weeks ago. Found that he took explicit images of the prepubescent girl using his iPhone at least 3 times since December 2019, prosecutors said. Boyette also accessed a link to an online account containing a trove of child porn, including at least 151 images, 195 videos showing children as young as 1. Engaged in sex acts, prosecutors said. Boyette was arrested on February 12th after reporting to the headquarters of Louisiana State Police Troop L in Mandate, where he worked. NOLA.com reports Boyette admitted sending and receiving materials, which one of his correspondents referred to as naughties, the website reports. The decorated trooper who initially pled not guilty has since left the state police, although officials have not said whether he was terminated or resigned. According to the report, he was placed on administrative leave following his arrest, a Louisiana state spokesperson said. Wow. Let's look at this thumbnail one more time. This is insane! This is insane! This is America. Wow. Right.